Hey everyone, I am back home. Kid, are you going to be cool in here with the door shut, girl? I guess let us know. I saw Michelle Brewer's in here. I love Michelle Brewer. I also love Alicia. I also love Liz Tricks. Actually, there's quite a few people I love. Bodes Beaches, Ev Barney is in here. Mods, thank you for being here. Mandy Albert, Bebe Angel, Joanne Ventrilla. I love her. Who else? Robin Miners. I'd have to go way up. Hey, Brian Lucas. Did I see my lawyer friend Denise? I sure did. Xenu and the Body Thetans, Marissa Martin. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Goosebump. I feel like it's been a minute. I know we text, but I don't ever see you in the chat. Yeah, hey, Denise. Hey, Denise Doyen. Angie Mo. I need to reach out to you, Angie Mo. It's been kind of crazy. DJ Goldenheart, that crazy Canuck, Amy Degg, Amanda Deer, Rona Cooley, Wendy Brewer, Paul is here, Amy Edge is here, Galen, Susie with an S, uh-oh, Molly Moon, a Northern Girl. Well, thank you. Hey, Ken. Hey, JD, Anne, ultra cute braid. Thank you. It's not mine, but I threw that on at the last minute. Thanks for noticing. Thanks. Hey, Stella, Gina Erickson, Libby Jackson, Rose. I love you, Alicia. Tammy, Lumen, Lori Ellingson, Riley's Human, Just Joan. Hey, Elena Rainerman. I know there's two Denises in here. Mama Smurf, Nicole the Kiwi's with us, Tara, Catherine B. Nice. That sounds like fun, Catherine B. You'll have to tell me about that. Are you going to be in the Zoom chat? Lisa Kelson, Kimmy Steele, Jenny Talbert, Jan is here, Carrie Daniels. Hey, no one. On the pillow behind me, it says, "We're all mad here," with the Cheshire cat grin. Alicia bought me that. Robin W. I love you, girl. Hey, Cats Meow. That's a cute name. Me too, Tracy. We're going to talk about it, actually. Green Fairy. Hey, CJ Harris. Yeah, you dear. A roll call. Jeannie Hansen, PJ Mack, Lacey Silver, Layla Bradley. Thanks, guys. You guys love it when I wear red. This is a short sleeve sweatshirt. I got it at a thrift store for $1. It's from the 80s. I can tell by the tag. And I love short sleeve sweatshirts. If little known fact, they're not easy to find. They're kind of 80s style and they're not easy to find. And it's a little warm. It's a little warm. I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of warm, but still, I don't know. It just kind of gives me some 80s vibes, maybe a little bit of, what was that movie where they called him Pony Boy? Stay Golden Pony Boy. Kind of makes me feel like that movie. And I'm not really sure why. Let's move on from it. To be honest, let's just move on. Kim, Leanne, Melissa, Lisa Blanken. I'm not really ever sure how to say your name, girl. Deanna Downey. Hey, Marion Calabro. I do have good looking mods. I'm not going to lie. Chrissy Never Newton's here. Vixen's with us. Wendy Brewer. Thank you, Wendy, for noticing. Lilac Lime. That's a true fact right there, girl. That's a true fact. Hey, Myers girl. I never know if I say that right. You'll be on the Zoom. Okay, good, Catherine B. Welcome home, Reese. Happy birthday, Hawks. Guys, tomorrow is that kid's birthday. He will be 15. We're going to celebrate here on a stream, and I hope you'll be there for it. The Outsiders. Thank you, Goosebump. I couldn't think of it. Where have you been? Panko, I am so happy to see you. I did not see you all week, and I started to panic. I was like, Panko left me. Panko's gone. But then I started, when I did my walk today, I thought about you on my walk, and I was like, Panko also has a life. Panko is my YouTube high-powered attorney. You know, Panko's got all kinds of empires that she runs, and maybe she's just possibly busy. You know, she went to law school because she's busy. You know what I mean? So then I realized, calm down, Reese, you didn't lose Panko, and there's Panko. Where did I get the sign behind me? It's a store in Murfreesboro called, I'm just going to say Bella's. That's the number I called to order it. But they have a lot of those signs, and I loved it so much. And I think that was $30. Like, it wasn't expensive. Kitty Whiskers, Arlie, am I behind now? Hey, Anna Banana. Me too, CJ Harris. I had some life-changing events. We're going to talk about that. Salty Bliss. Michelle Goldswain. Welcome. I don't recognize your name. Hey, Meredith Lynn. Sherry LeBrun's here. I had lots of fun watching your lives with Aaron. Thank you, Sherry. A lot of you really enjoyed that. We're going to get into that. There's a lot. There's a lot of life lessons that are inspired by true events. Believe it or not. Hey, Jin. Okay, you've been away, but here. I just started to panic. I was like, I I really love Panko, and I would be sad to see you leave. Some people have left me, and I get sad every time. It never gets old. I'm going to get sad every time. Night Viper. Nice. Happy early birthday to you. My closest friend, Michelle, her birthday's in 2 days, and she's in the chat right now. Corrine, you guys met her. Lurker peeking out. Kid, is that you in the litter box? All right. I'll mind my biz. Thank you, Denise Doyen. Thank you, Just a Northern Girl. Janib Moats, welcome. Joanne Hawley, Susie's here. Candace is here. Stephanie Keeping. Thank you, Stephanie. Hey, Brown Spotted Eagle. DM. Anne is here in the streets. Okay, Panko, I'm glad that you saw them. I thought of you the whole time I was on those lives. Now, I didn't get to see the chat because I was holding a mic far away, but I was like, I feel like Panko's not here. And I started to kind of panic. I'm serious. You guys, I think about you all the time. I think about, this is my life. I think about you guys all the time. It's probably not healthy. I think I actually know it's not. Yeah, Huxley shares a birthday with your dad. That is correct. Happy early birthday to Michelle's dad. I always kind of thought he was cute. He looks a little bit like Tony Soprano. Baby Angel's not going anywhere. Okay, good. I noticed when you guys aren't around. I always have. Oh my God, same with you. I'm like, where's Nancy Stitchin? I need to send her an email. Nancy, you always catch the earlier lives. It's nice to see you in here, girl. I love Nancy Stitchin. Audrey's here. Okay, Panko, that's okay. I'm just glad you're still around. Hey, Holly Day. Brittany's here. You loved Aaron and I together. Such a natural comedic chemistry. Loved it. Thank you. I loved the tattooed ladies on the street too. So I want to, hey, NH Carol. You're welcome, Snug. Hey, Janet from Another Planet. Rach, question. Hey, Late Night Snacks. Jeanette Brown. When in Scientology, how many celebs did you put on higher pedestal, and now that you're out, do you still do that, or know what celebs do you like? Not really. Didn't do that. Met John Travolta and Isaac Hayes. Didn't really care. Don't care still. Celebs don't ever interest me. I don't care. I don't know. It's Grouchy Mama Bear. Nita's Nook. I'm fairly turned off by people of status. Now, this is why I like celebs. Like, I liked Philip Seymour Hoffman, for instance, because he was just a regular dude. I heard he walked around and said hi to people. He was cool. I don't love celebs. Like, for instance, I'm going to just say it. A huge turnoff for me is somebody like Jennifer Lopez. Like, I'm a big deal. I'm a big deal. Hey, Zelda. That is not for me. I do not like people who are like, do you know who I am? I'm a big deal, kind of a big deal. I don't know if you knew. So no, celebs don't really do anything for me. I've never felt starstruck in my life. Tony's Hooter. It's Reese off the streets. Tony's Hooter. That was so funny when Aaron said that. Hey, Aileen. He lived in New York. Yes, he did. That's correct. That's right. Hey, Wine a little bit more. I thought that was so funny when Aaron was like, we're just trying to keep Reese off the streets. Suzanne Reck, welcome. Yeah. So that was my answer. I hope that was a good enough answer. I never cared about celebs, but I do care about celebs who just kind of stay off the grid, if you will. Yeah. Hey, Christy Bell. Like, I have the hots for Tommy Lee Jones, but I heard he was a jerk. So maybe I don't. We all know my biggest crush, Anthony Hopkins. That is one I would be starstruck, and I would also probably go to jail for. Like, I would definitely jump on top of him and see how far we could get sexually. Christy Bell, I'm really glad you made it as well. Kate, are you pooping again? Speaking of pooping, Eminem. No, I don't have the hots for Eminem. No. Definitely not. I don't really have crushes on people too much. I'm not usually attracted to someone based on looks. They have to do, like, people rarely. Hey, Shire Kitty, for instance. First live? No, it's not. Shire Kitty, I saw you on the streets, unless you were in Aaron's live. Welcome, my friend. Why would you lie to me? I don't know why I would call you out as a liar. Welcome. Andrea Russo, thank you. Hey, Marie J. Why do I feel like I'm shouting? I do this all the time. I talk normal, and then it's like a door. It's like people literally come into the room. I'm like, Catherine's here, everybody. Look, it's Goosebump. It's so weird. And I do it, And sometimes I catch myself like just now. Most times I don't though. So I apologize if you feel like I'm shouting at you. I am. What was I just saying? Help me. There's a lot to cover tonight, guys. There's a lot to cover. I am excited to see you. Honestly, I think that's it. Anthony Hopkins is 86 years old. That's the most depressing thing I will have heard. Probably, what's today? Saturday? Definitely this weekend. I didn't know he was that old. That's another thing we're going to get into. I had a lot of awakenings, a lot of unravelings. I DP in Tennessee. Hey, Lori Lee, I had a lot of close to, not quite, but like close to mental snaps, like kind of meltdown breakdowns. But then I also had a lot of mental awakenings, a lot of cognitions, Scientology word for epiphany. Lots of bittersweetness this week, a lot of losses, but lots of gains, if you will. A lot of, well, here's the thing. Very insightful. Yes, baby angel, very insightful. Lots of insightful, lots of true colors came out, lots of drama. Not going to get into the tangling web of that. Did I just see Sarah Browett? What the hell, girl? Where have you been? I miss Sarah Browett. Sarah, Michelle Goldswain, thank you for becoming a member. Sarah, I didn't see you, I don't think, in the last Zoom. I miss you, girl. I haven't been able to forget that pretty boy who was flirting with you. You guys went wild over that guy. I knew it too. I knew everybody was going to think he was so hot. Amanda, probably not. That guy is a perfect example. He was like a Channing Tatum, not my type. Like I am not attracted to chiseled, like now he had beautiful eyes. And I doubt you guys got to see that because he was stupid pretty. Ooh, he did not do it for me at all. Not at all. Like if that guy, let's just pretend we lived in the same city. If that guy would have asked me out, I would have been like, I'm so sorry. I want to for the chat, but I can't do it. He was creepy. No. Can't wait for game night fundraiser. Yes, that's exciting too. That's lots of excitement, a lot of sadness as well. Shannon's Journey, welcome. Hey, Kenny Adcox. That guy was super nice, and I did take a win on it. You feel like Tommy and I have something that can't be denied. Well, I appreciate that. That's a kind thing to say. That guy, I am going to take a success on that guy. I'm going to just stop. I miss Sterling so much. I don't know when we will ever. Always tried. Welcome. If I had to pick a guy that I kind of liked this weekend, of course it was the New Yorker, the guy that didn't flirt with me at all, that didn't give a holy crap about me. Also, he was too young for me, but we're going to go into that. Also, hey, Steffi Thee, why don't you come sit up here? Well, why are you acting silly about it? Why are you even arguing with me? Well, I just think it's a lot of silly nonsense. I think you were incredibly rude. I think you were rude while I was gone. You gave a lot of dirty looks to people, I heard. You were really sassy. The New York, hey, Lionheart, the New Yorker dude, Johnny St. Pete. First of all, the name alone, Johnny St. Pete. That guy had so much confidence. It was like he gave me confidence. I was like confident by association. No, we don't want to hear it, Brian Lucas. A lot of attitude, a lot of oh. Okay. It was, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying. Well, no. Nobody told you that. You're just making it up. You always make it up. Okay. That's fine. Rochelle S. Yeah, she's pissed. Hey, Wally Lou. Lino. Okay. Well, I think you have unrealistic expectations sometimes. I think that we all do, but I think sometimes you do it more often. Well, we're not going to name names, and we know that you've never made a mistake before. No one's saying that you did. Sometimes I think you're too sensitive about it. Okay. All right. Hey, CBC. She would have been so pissed about Nosy Rosie. Nosy Rosie was another person we met, not someone blessed by the Lord. No, she wasn't. You did not see it. Quit lying. You're just making things up again. Hey, Dory. So, yeah, Lino, me too. That Johnny, what was his name? Johnny St. Pete. What's going on? I think we need to be brushed. I know that you said you don't have time for a bath, but this is starting to get silly. You smell like a stuffed animal and not necessarily in a good way, like a stuffed animal from the Goodwill, like musty, a little bit musty, like you came straight out of a dirty manger. Johnny St. Pete. I kind of, I don't know. I kind of liked that guy. Here's the thing. Hey, Ewa. Well, just sit there and quit complaining about your life. What do you guys think of that guy? I want to go through and assess what we thought of the people that we interviewed, because it was quite a range. It was quite a range. I know, Shelly Kelly. Hey, Terry Morgan. It was quite a range of folks. And I know everybody liked the hot guy. Everybody loved the hot guy. Didn't do it for me. Also, I went back and watched that. That dude was married. That guy was married. And I swear to God, he was hiding his wedding ring. Did you notice that? He kept sticking his hand in his pocket while he flirted with me. He was cute, but that is such a turnoff. Dude, you can't be flirting like that when you're married. At least to me. You know, I've done this a few times. I've been married a few times. He was drunk. Was Johnny St. Pete drunk? Hot guy was great. Everybody loved the hot guy. I knew it. I knew my chat. Yeah, Johnny St. Pete interviewed me, and that was kind of wild. I knew my chat was going to fall in love with hot guy. And that just goes to show you, I was not turned on in any way by him. I am not turned on by guys who are super pretty like that. He just doesn't. I need something. I need you to have flaws. Like, I need you to be. Also, it's the personality. Like, no. Yeah, no, we didn't eat all week. It was weird. And I didn't poop all week. That was also weird. I need you to have, like, the Johnny St. Pete guy. He kind of did it for me because he made me laugh. And he was really chatty. And I just felt like we were kind of rattling it off. Sadly, he had no attraction to me whatsoever. It was when we went to St. Petersburg. He just had a lot of personality. Hot guy did not have a lot of. Tall guy. Oh yeah, that guy. He was super high. He smelled like marijuana, hardcore. Not my type either. But I will say this. No, I didn't get any food poisoning. I wish I would have, honestly. So I would have possibly pooped. I didn't poop like all week. Johnny was very engaging. He was very engaging. You said that like Tommy? I said what like Tommy? Yeah, that was a weird day. That started out weird, the St. Petersburg one, but it ended quite well. And I just learned so much this week. I learned that I absolutely love the interaction. True to it. Do I think any of them will be in here watching? Well, Johnny St. Pete subscribed, but why would that dude have time to sit here and watch us talk? I mean, I don't think so. Hey, Janet, I did poop at Aaron's house once, and then that was it. I was there, 4 days? I pooped one time. It was really annoying. He pooped a lot. I did not. Hey, Dawn. So many people had good advice. Thank you, Tamber June. So many people. Sassy Savage, you had the hots for hot guy. Sassy Savage was going to jump out of the screen. I felt bad for Sassy Savage. She really wanted that dude. I know it wasn't enough, Marissa Martin. Thank you, Meow something versus the game. Yeah, Cheryl Ford, it didn't turn out well for me. Hey, Don Gloves. Hey, Christine Baker. Pepper Jelly, welcome. Pepper Jelly, I think you said you were new in the live stream the other day, and I wanted to tell you welcome. The very first gentleman that you said was married was cute, and his wife was giving you glares. Oh, the old guy. Yeah, he was cute. He was drunk. Well, he said he only had one beer, but he was kind of silly. He was not loud enough for me. Like, I'm starting to perfect what I know that I need, and it doesn't exist, so I won't get it anyway. Oh, Sassy Savage is married. Okay. I would not have known that based on hot guys being there with me. Oh my God. I've watched every one of your videos in the last week. Damn. Well, thank you, my friend. I was going to say thank you, girl, but I don't. No, we're not going to do that. We're live streaming, Bo. We don't have that kind of time. Oh, new here. Solani Thomas, tell me which blush you're wearing. It's so glowy. Thank you for noticing. I'd be happy to tell you it's probably one of my favorite blushes, although I kind of take that back. I have two favorites by her. Trini London. Oh, you're a female. Okay. I said that we're live, and I'm really kind of tired of your attitude, to be honest. I know that I was gone, and I know that you get upset, but there's no reasons for it. There's just absolutely no reasons. Everybody knows that you're a nice person. Why do you have to turn around and do things that you know aren't right? But you're friendly, aren't you? Oh, he's a good guy. He's a great guy. He's a friendly person, though. Hey, Snake. I'll tell you about my blush in just a second. Honeybee, good advice. Do I get to be in the Zoom call? I'm a member and one of your mods. Yeah, if you're a member, you can absolutely, and you're a mod, you can come, Snake. Kathy Ann, reach out to Snake about that to make sure he's on the list. Sassy Savage, you're hilarious. I know. Everybody was so upset that their mom was gone. They said, we're never going to put up with this nonsense again. Next time, we're going to bust through the window and run away. Hey, Kazri. Thank you, Queen T. Suki Meow. They do know how to be pouty. Okay. Hey, Anna Witt. I'm glad you stayed up for it. Blush. Trini London. Trini London has these little products in a jar, and they're called lip to cheek. Now, I don't use it as a lip, but you can, okay? I use it only as a cheek. My two favorite colors on the lip to cheek palette, this is Phoebe. Phoebe is like a watermelon. It's like a strawberry-ish watermelon, and it's fun year-round. That's what I like about it. I put it on more in the fall, winter. Hey, Soph. And the other favorite color I have I'm not wearing is Millie, which is more summer, spring, and it's like a bright pink pop. I wear that one a lot too, but this is Phoebe, and I love it. And then on top, I put her same little twist off thing. You good? I put on her highlighter. This one is Candlelight. It's called Candlelight, and I just. And then it looks like I have too much on. And then people go to Reddit and make fun of me about it. And they're like, haha, she doesn't know how to wear blush or highlighter. Haha, she's so stupid. But then watch. I don't have too much on. If I do that, it doesn't look as bright. You don't look all cray. But then people go over to Reddit and they're like, haha, she has too much makeup on. She looks like a clown. But in real life, see what I mean? Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So thank you, Pat Wilson. Huxley's birthday is tomorrow. Thank you, Miss Thomas, my friend. Lots of things this week. And I want to talk about it. I want to work through it. I have things I want to work through with you guys. We're not going to be able to cover it all today. Deborah, what a nice thing to say, Deborah. Kid, what are you doing, girl? Quit being crazy. You met the nicest ones when not even caring. You're very pretty. Soon you will find love again. I have no doubt that I will, Deborah. I have no doubt. Really, truly, I don't. I'm sure it will happen. You're glad I'm home, Cindy? I am too. Would Huxley go on a live again? Tomorrow, we're going to do a birthday live. Hey, Raymond, we're going to do a birthday live tomorrow. He's got some gifts from you guys, and he's going to open the gifts on the live like we did last year. This is Huxley's second birthday outside of Scientology for us. So it's important. I think we should make this a tradition that we celebrate it with you guys because it gets emotional for me. And it's weird not having our family that we had before to celebrate it, kind of like the holidays. So I hope you don't mind. I want to do a birthday live. Hey, Pat Watson. Thank you, Linda Garden Lady. It did go fast, true to it. Hey, Jazzy Girl Sarah. I love, you won't go wrong, Solani Thomas with Trini London. I love her stuff. Rain Virus. That's okay. We just got started, girl. Joe's out of town, right? I saw that on Facebook. He's at the damn Freakers Ball. I wanted to go to that. Yes. So Shannon C, I think, yeah, Rach, thank you. I don't listen to the haters anymore, Layla. I am sober. I have not gone over there at all. The last time I was there a couple months ago, people always made fun of I look like a clown, which is fine. Hey, Kat, welcome. Tomorrow afternoon, I think for the birthday live or evening, Linda Perales. So I guess there's a Chiefs game tomorrow. Does anybody care? I don't want to do it during the Chiefs game because I don't want to mess anybody's football time up. So I was thinking tomorrow evening, like around 6:30. No, I don't know. Shannon C, did going to Florida make you feel like you want to interview in Nashville? Yes, I'm going to push myself out of my comfort zone and do it. I also might be traveling next month by myself somewhere and doing it there as well. I just don't know yet how I feel about being in another city. Even Nashville isn't my city. I don't know this city. So, makes me a little uncomfortable, but I also know that you have to push through it. Like, you're going to have to just do it scared. That's kind of how I feel. I'm going to have to do it scared. Hey, Tanya. It would be nice to have someone with me, Lori Lee, but I don't have anybody to take with me. Honestly, I don't. So we're going to have to just make it fly without. What I'll probably do is like we did at that bar the other day, I'll probably go to like a public place, like a bar, and I'll stand my phone up like Aaron and I did. And then, hey, Jolie. And then I will stand from away from the phone with the microphone and try to catch people, I think is what I'm going to do. Because honestly, Angie Mo, I thought of you. We could do it together. I was thinking that gimbal thing is weird and it's awkward to hold that and hold a microphone and like walk around. People look at you weird. And I thought if I could stand my phone up somewhere and just have the mic, that's probably more approachable. I will. Thank you, Raymond. Sophia, you're absolutely right. If you don't do it scared, chances are you'll be stuck in a tiny comfort zone. And don't I know what that's about? Thank you, Beth Smith. I'm so proud of you doing the streets. I could never do that, especially if my father lived in that city. Very brave. Well, I'd like to go visit him. Honestly, I'm thinking about going to knock on his door. I haven't decided yet. Plenty of time to travel. That would be great, Denise. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I have a trip coming up next month. I think I'm not going to cancel. I had it planned with someone and they canceled on me. So I'm like, I still think I should go though. I'm not sure. I'm a little, I don't know. And so I was also going to ask you guys about Florida before we get started on chatting about other. Hey, by the way, what do you guys think? I put it on my right hand. I love this wedding ring. My third wedding ring is definitely the most fun. Makes me want to party. And I thought, Jeff's not that bad of a guy, is he? Yes, he is. And I thought, I'm going to put this damn thing on. I miss her. I miss this girl. I miss wearing it. Let's see. Let me see what it feels like to feel married again. Hold on. That feels right. It feels right. It feels like I don't have to pay my bills anymore. Jeff, where are you? I do kind of miss that part about being married. No, this is not Fred's. This is Jeff's. I do kind of miss, I'll tell you something weird. This was weird and terrible. And then I'm going to ask you my question that I had. When I got off the flight yesterday here in Nashville, I parked my car here. I picked up my car here. I did all the big girl things that I've never done before. I drove myself to the airport. Okay. I parked my car. I took a flight. I had to carry my own suitcase. I never want to do that again. I got off the flight. I got off that flight and I thought I was in Kansas City. I had to retrain myself like 6 times off that. I looked for Jeff like 6 times yesterday. I'm not kidding. I was so out of PT, which is present time, because all I did was travel with Jeff. Whenever I traveled, if I traveled alone, he would pick me up. If I traveled, it was in Kansas City and it was with Jeff. So yesterday I literally got off the plane and I was like, okay, I was no joke out of PT so bad, which is present time. It's a Scientology thing. I was out of present time so bad. I was like looking for him more than once. And I kept going, like I was disoriented. I was like, this is not the Kansas City airport. I feel like I went to I felt like Kevin McAllister in Home Alone. I was like, I didn't take the right flight. And where's my family? And then I remembered I don't live in that city anymore and I don't have no one loves me. So I forgot. Better Together, my talk to all today. Everyday friend for the last 19 years has gone missing. What? Better together. Hold on. Everyday friend for the last 19 years has gone missing for 2 fucking days. I need a big verbal racist hug. Okay, here's a huge hug. Better together. What the hell is going on? Can you message me? I'm a little concerned about this. Do we have a police report filed? Like, I need to know more. I'm so sorry. That is absolutely horrible, and I'm really worried about this. Jesus, that's horrible news. That's really scary. Okay. Nicole the Kiwi, that would be great. Yeah, ones for her, guys. Hey, J9. Jesus, better together. I'm really concerned about that. I think you should reach out to me. Or at least keep us updated. I need to know about her or him. It is a cocktail ring. It's not even a wedding ring. My mom was like, it's not even a wedding ring. It's a cocktail ring. The problem is we don't want to put it on this hand and go out in public because here's what happens. Then we get passed up. Some really hot man, some Christian Grey is going to be like, that's the girl of my dreams. And I'm going to be wearing this stupid thing and he's not even going to know, you know? So I got to be careful of that. Thank you, empath lady. That's a nice thing to say. That's Seamus. Okay. Yeah, that was weird. I just want to say that thank you guys for the ones for her. We need to know. Please keep us updated. I thought I was in the Kansas City airport. I kept looking for Jeff. Is that a problem? Like, do I have dementia? Do I need to worry about this? Do I need to be concerned about this? Christian Grey. I'm not kidding. I really, and then I had like moments of melancholy. Like I was sitting there waiting for my bag and I was like, Jeff's not here to pick it up and pull it off the damn carousel thing. And then I started feeling like mopey about it. And I was like, stop it. Stop it. So I got my car, I drove home, but it was all very independent, big girl type stuff. You know, I had to pay for my car. That sucked. Like I'm not used to having to pay for everything. And I just don't know that leaving my third marriage was the smartest thing. I think here we are, what, 6 months later. And I'm like, welcome to reality, says Panko. I don't know that I don't know that I'm a candidate. I don't know that I'm right for this. You know, it's a habit. Yeah. I will message you. Thank you. I'm scared. Someone found his phone. Jesus, better together. Okay. Please message me. I want to do anything I can to help there. I'm really sorry. That's terrifying. Let's just hope he's okay. Let's hope that, I mean, people, maybe it's a misunderstanding. Let's hope that it's a misunderstanding. I'm very frightened about this story. It's making me uncomfortable. I'm so sorry. It's just your brain going into a pattern recognition from before. It's just a new pattern. I don't travel a lot, so it makes sense. I know, Alicia, it was totally the best thing. I don't actually miss Jeff guy. I mean, I don't spend a lot of time thinking about him, but I do spend a lot of time thinking about sometimes like, wow, I'm totally alone, aren't I? Like, I'm just out here. I'm doing it. I'm doing the damn thing. Why do I want to visit my dad? Just to get questions answered. And also I like to fly too close to the sun. If I don't feel like I got enough pain, sometimes I tend to go back for more. I'm like, I didn't quite, this burn cream already healed. I need to reburn the area. That's true. Can't think of a better name. That's so true. Denise Doyen, I'm so sorry. I know that it's common. I know I'm not the only person that's experienced that. What the hell, Seamus? What are you doing? Thank you. I've got words. Yeah, it was bad. Sex with Jeff the last time. I mean, we didn't have a terrible sex life, but I've had better. I know, you sadist, you, Sarah. Hey, baby steps. So, I know what I was going to ask you guys. What are our thoughts? I'm taking a poll here. What are our thoughts on Aaron would like me to go back and do these streams? Hey, Diana H. More regularly than not. I was thinking quarterly. And when he took me yesterday, I was going to take an Uber to the airport. And he was like, absolutely not. So we caught up in the car and talked a little bit. And thank you, baby angel. And what do you guys think? This room it's a bedroom. This is a slightly small, probably bedroom. I turned it into an office, goosebump. Um, okay, quarterly, yes. Okay, you are voting yes. What do you guys Aaron was like, "I would like to do it more often than quarterly." Now, I was like, "We'll see what I can afford." I mean, luckily I can stay with him, so that doesn't I don't have to pay for lodging, but I mean, we'll see. He would probably like to do it like every 8 weeks, and I don't disagree. I think it's really a fun concept. I think it's really I always wondered how Tommy felt about knowing you and Jeff's sex life. I don't think he cared. He never brought it up. Um Tommy talked about his sex life with his ex-wife a lot with me. So I don't think he cared. Um, he seems pretty confident in the women that he chooses to fuck. Um, I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Is that too often? Tell Aaron to pay? Sure, sure. Yes, but quarterly. Can Aaron come to Nashville? I mean, probably, but I think he prefers that I just go there because it's easier. Every other month. That's a lot of travel. I agree. I think that's a lot. I think it's probably too much. Aaron and I have always clicked. I agree with you, Panko. We've always clicked because Aaron truly is just so brotherly to me. I've never had a brother, but he is so like that. Now we've had our ups and downs. We've definitely disagree, and you guys see it on camera. That's I'm not a lot of times that's not it's obviously live, it's happening. He gets on my damn nerves like a lot. I sometimes am like, how could you ever be in a relationship? Like, I just don't know. But there's a lid for every trash can. I know this because look at Jeff. Doing alone forever. You can do it. Baby steps. Thank you for your super chat. You're right, I can do it. I just wanted to know quarterly. We are definitely like siblings. Absolutely, Rain Virus, just like siblings, I would say. Quarterly goosebump. You have 5 brothers. Holy shit. I'm sorry, Panko. That's a lot. He seems pretty confident in the women he chooses to fuck. He does. He fucks a lot of women. I don't know what to tell you. Dude's a player. I don't know what to say. He doesn't even Yeah, I mean, he just Aaron is kind of I love Aaron, but he's very set in his ways, and that's fine. I'm willing to be flexible and go there. I just told him, I said it'll depend on how much it costs and how often I can do it. But I feel like it's better when we do it together because it's easier. It's a fun little skit. It's a fun little shtick that we have going on. But I don't know. He is a creature of habit. A lot of men are. He's also like full on bachelor mode. A lot of guys are. Okay, that's just I thought there was a bug on me. It's my drawstring to my shorts. Every 8 weeks is probably too much. Maybe every 9 to 10 weeks. I would like to see it go deep. Yes, there is a live this Sunday tomorrow, Snake. We're going to do a birthday live for Huxley. You mean American Airlines? I flew Southwest, Panko, but I can look at American. No, baby angel, it's not bad. Could it be great for my channel? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I just enjoy doing it. That it's great for me. I have to be honest, I learned so much this week, good and bad. And I feel like there were so many disappointments this week behind the scenes. There were so many things that went wrong this week for me. So many things that did I get more subscribers? Like, I think I got about 100. Yeah, Rochelle. How does Huxley feel? He was fine. Huxley was really excited for me. He thought it was a great idea. He was like, do whatever you want to do. He's very independent. Lisa, I love that. Thank you for being a member, babe. In Italy, I would love to come visit you. Sassy Savage, I don't know. I definitely enjoyed it, and I want to. You looked sad sometimes. I was very sad. Yeah, Panko, I think my watch numbers were good. Aaron also did have a lot of drama going on. It had nothing to do with Aaron really so much. A lot of eye-opening things happened. The biggest thing that was great for me, hey, Marie Marion, the biggest thing I have to say is I definitely therapy, I get the best therapy. I'm not a journal kind of girl. Talking is incredibly therapeutic for me. We know this. Thank you for being a member, Kat. I know it does feel like forever. Thank you, girl. Talking to those people, I don't know what it is. It's probably something coming out of Scientology, having real conversations with people, but I take a piece of everything with me. I took so much to heart from those people. I learned so much from each person I talked to. It was extremely therapeutic. It was extremely confidence building for me. I felt like they gave me a little bit of confidence by talking to them. Yes, you and Aaron have struck gold with these Reese on the streets. You're so good together. Maybe he comes there, then you go to him like every other. Brittany, that's not a bad idea, but I don't see that happening. I think, and I'm fine with going to Clearwater, guys. I actually enjoy it. The weather is nice. I will not go for as long. If I go do this, I think weekends would be better. I think like a Thursday through Sunday situation, like George was saying, like every first Friday and third Friday are really hopping there, something like that. But I think I'd go on like a Thursday night, leave like a Sunday morning. I don't need to be there that long, just in and out. You're an unusually good communicator. Pango, that's such a nice thing to say. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Heather, Kansas. I got so much from all those people. And I went home yesterday. I got really, really choked up on the plane. I really absorbed a lot of feelings for those people, from those people. I felt like some of them really, truly cared. And I had some personal relationships fall apart this week, like several actually. Some true colors came out in people, and things were said that I would have never in a million years thought would have been said. Things were said to me that I was, well, you saw it. It was after thank you, Rain, for telling us. Thanks, Marie Marion. I had some horrendous, in-depth conversations with some people that were very close to me in my life that said some of the most, just awful, just horrendous things to me that I really never expected would be said to me. And I was in shock about it for a couple of days. And I think that mixed with it had happened, and then I went down to flag. And I have to say, though, that's so nice, 91M. Reese, you are the show. Anyone else is only going to be a sidekick. You're going to do very well with or without anyone. Well, I'm going to try it by myself. So thank you for saying that. Some shocking things were said to me, and things you can't take back, things you can't go back. And thank you, Jeannie Hansen. All I could do on this journey to improve myself, instead of shattering into a million pieces, which this person has done this to me enough times, this was the worst. But this was the worst. I just said to this person, I'm now drawing a boundary. You'll never do this to me again. Like, we're not going to do this again. I'm never going to go through this again. But this is more than one person, by the way. I had an issue with several people, but this was the worst. And there was something that really shook me after that conversation, going down to flag. And there was something about standing there with the flag building. That beautiful building was behind me. And I said to you guys, I thought, it really occurred to me. I got very choked up. I cried about it on the flight home. It really occurred to me what that building represents for me in my life. And I kind of said it on that live stream, but it really occurred to me that that building behind me, other goosebump, that building behind me. Hey, Holly Smith. Kid, I don't want you getting hair in my water, girl. That building behind me represented my life and all the people in it. Does that make sense? That flag building that I was standing behind was really, like, I started to get really tight. My chest, hey, Castrol, my chest was starting to kind of like tighten up. I was starting to get physical, kind of like psychosomatic reactions. Kid, what's going on with you? Do you need help? What are you doing? Hey, Alexa. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Did you know this? Did you know that you're extra chubby like a potato sack? Did you know that we have the same body type? It's a lot. Yeah, it's yeah, no one, totally. Kid, what is it, girl? What's happening in your life? Hey, Deborah Riskin. So some people, some things left my life, okay? And as I stood there with that building behind me, it was so haunting me. That building just kept haunting me behind me. And so many things came kind of crashing into my mind. Kid, you're really chubby. I like to get a hold of this. Hold on, guys. I just have to pause for a minute because when the tummy is exposed, I can't do anything else. I can't multitask. Let me get a hold of this just really quick, if you don't mind. Can I just massage it like this for a second? Just for a minute. Let me do it. Look at this. Look at this. It's a lot. It's a lot. We're going to get back to serious, but I can't do both right now. Oh, wait, girl. That is a lot. That's a lot of extra. That's a lot of extra. I like it a lot. I like to get a hold of this. I like to squeeze it. And I like that you don't mind. I like that we have the same potato sack tummy. Like, you can't tell us apart. This is the same. It's a lot of the same. When I get naked and we just spread out like this, you can't tell us apart. That's a lot. You don't mind, do you? Let me just see this. Let me just touch it real quick. Let me just get a hold of it. Let me just squeeze it until you don't want me to. You're done? Okay. All right. It's a lot like my fupa. So back to the serious, because I do want to address this. And that's a lot too. I haven't quite articulated this. I do this to you guys all the time. It's in my head, the concept. Hey, Susie Oberholtz, the concept is in my head, but I don't quite get it out. I want to get it out. That building, for whatever reason, really shook me. Well, for a lot of reasons, obviously. I don't live at Flag. You know, Aaron asked me that question. He said, do you get bothered down here? Does it worry you? And I said, yeah, it really worries. It bothers me. It freaks me out. I get symptoms physically when I'm there. And I have to push through that. More Florida, please. His birthday list still up? Yes. New life plan. Thank you, Better Together. Yes, babe, it is. And thank you for your super chat. And why were you sad? I'm getting into that, Christy Bell. Thank you for your super chat, babe. I was sad because that Riley's human. I raised 2 boys, mostly single. It gets lonely and scary. It made me stronger and independent. Don't sell yourself short. You can do this. I know I can do it. Trust me. I am doing it. Riley's human. Thank you. Thank you for that. I love you. Thank you for your super chat. It really came crashing in on me, just what that building meant. Hey, Tony P. And it made me think of my family that's still there. It made me think of my dad. My dad, for some reason, has been really on my mind. And I just thought of all that. I hate going into this for some reason because I start to feel victim-y. I start to feel like, poor me. And I don't want to come off that way. It's so weird how I stop myself. I don't want to come off that way, but I have to get this out. Frenchie Irish, I am so tired of being left. Like, I'm tired of people not being and doing who they are and what they are, right? Like, I'm tired of people saying they're something and they're not. Now, we're all guilty of that. Okay. I'm not saying I'm better. We're all guilty of that. Bring caftans, the purple sparkly one. Next time I'm going to dress better. Yeah, I did not dress right for this, babe. I agree. Thank you, Frenchie Irish. And it just occurred to me that I thought that building represents all these people. That building represents the people in Scientology, obviously, and it represents the people out of Scientology that I've met that promised me things, that wanted to be my friend, that wanted to be in my life for good. That building is them. It represents all of them. That building meant so much to me at that moment. I thought, God, this thing is just behind me, haunting me, just like taunting me. I just felt like I got to get this out of my system. I got to get rid of the poison. Like, these people that proved to be bad people, that lied to me, that stabbed me in the back, they're just poison in a good looking glass. That's all they are. They're poison in a pretty glass, right? Evil Blue Light, you were a victim. Don't minimize your pain. I understand and I appreciate that so much. I have a hard time saying it because Scientology trained the shit out of us not to do that. And so it's still not there yet for me to be like, I'm a victim. That's not victim shaming anybody. It's just, for me, it's hard to say. But thank you for being a member and pointing that out. Put it in your rear view. Yeah. Yes, Brian Lucas. And I had this weird cognition. This person, there was several people who I lost, right? There were several people I felt like I lost this week, but I needed to lose because I felt it looming and kind of hanging over me before it was actually happening. Like, I kind of felt like there was something there. There was a bit of a premonition about it. Like, I feel like this person's just going to let me down again. I just kind of knew it was going to happen and I wasn't wrong, right? And I don't know yet, Dory. And then I want to ask you guys something, because this is what came to my mind. I had this weird eye-opening, and it was strange and it's bittersweet. It's not really probably a good thing, but I felt stronger. Who has seen the movie Signs? I love this movie. Huxley and I watched it on Halloween. I've seen it many times. Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix, who I love. Who has seen that movie? It's such a great movie. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie. And yeah, it's really a good movie. I love the messages in that movie. I love the way it comes together. I am searching and seeking out God right now. So that movie kind of brought more for me than it usually does. Because right now I feel like I am trying to form a connection to God. Okay. And I'm feeling more of a connection to God. If it's God, I don't know. Okay. Swing Away, Meryl. I love that movie. It's such a sad movie. It's so hard to watch because Fred died and I get all restimulated. Triggered. That's a Scientology word. And so we watched it. And if you recall, since you guys have all seen that movie, there's a scene in that movie that meant more to me this time than it ever did. The message. And it's the part where Joaquin Phoenix and Mel Gibson are sitting on the couch. And Mel Gibson was a previous minister, pastor, whatever he was, right? And he's decided that he did not believe in God anymore after his wife died. He really had some, I don't want to say hatred, but some strong animosity toward God, understandably, right? He had to work through that. Thank you, Denise. Kim is Blue, Finding You was a beautiful. Kim is Blue was so fun. I love her so much. I kind of wish I would have seen her again, but I will see her again. Helena, thank you. Yeah, Holiday. So they're sitting on a couch and Joaquin Phoenix still believes in God. Mel Gibson does not. God let him down. Dark sarcasm. Better way of putting it. God let him down. I've been speaking Scientology all week. You have no idea how I talk to Aaron. It's totally different. It's wild. I was sitting there in his kitchen talking to him and I was like, Wow, we really just flipped languages. Um, he's sitting there talking about God, and Joaquin Phoenix is saying how he still believes in God and how he sees the aliens coming as a miracle. And he says, basically, the message there for me, everybody probably interprets it differently, but Mel Gibson is like, some people see this stuff as a miracle, and some people see it as there's nothing else out there. Like there is no God. And he said, do you see that those lights as a miracle? And Joaquin Phoenix is like, yes, I do. And then he says, do I need to let you out? Hold on, guys. I'm going to let Kid out. Don't look at my butt. I have shorts on. Do you need out? Don't be looking at my thick thighs either. I know they're overweight. Okay. So he says, after that, I see it. I feel like I'm getting it wrong, but basically he said, baby angel, basically he says, I see it as a miracle. And Mel Gibson says, Denise, oh my God, you guys. Mel Gibson says, there's nothing out there. Sarah Randolph, there's nothing out there. There's nobody looking out for us. And sassy. And I didn't think about it until after all of this went down. Bear with me, stay with me here, because this has really been on my mind, and I got to get it out. And I also want to, thank you, Rose. I want your opinion on this. I had a cognition, and it really hit me. It hit me hard, and I cried about it, and I really have thought about it since. After this person really broke me, okay, in many ways, and several people let me down this week that I really am close to, okay? And it's changed me forever, by the way. It's changed me. A lot of people have reached out to me and said, "Are you mad at me? Like, I don't know if you're upset with me." And it's not that. I'm just pulling away. I'm pulling away. I'm zooming out. I can't continue to get hurt by people, so I'm just being a little bit more cautious right now. I realized something. I was sitting there thinking about it, and I haven't stopped thinking about it. Subconsciously, my entire life, I don't know if my entire life, honestly, or if it's since my dad left when I was 16. I mean, that moment in time, I'll never forget going, "Dad, don't leave." And he was like, "I'm leaving. Don't ever call me dad again. Don't ever call me again." It might have broken there. I think that's when my heart really broke in my life. And I think since that moment, I have had this really weird, without knowing it, subconscious idea. Hey, Hope Between the Dreams. I've had this subconscious idea in my mind that somebody's going to be there. Someone will always be there. If that makes sense. Somebody will come along. And I have been grabbing, and I already attached to people pretty hardcore. But since I got out of Scientology, I have really reached for people. I think I have a problem with attaching myself. Now, I thought this through. It's people who promise me things. It's not like there are no coincidences. Yeah. It's people who tell me they're going to be there. I remember really thinking about Jeff and Jeff telling me in the beginning after Fred sent you to me. He used to tell me that. Fred, he said it on a live, Fred gifted you to me. Fred sent you to me. And certain people in my life have said, like, "I'm always going to be here for you. I'm here till the end, kid. I love you," or whatever it is. I'll always be there. I tend to attach to that. Even if I'm going to make mistakes, I always think they're going to be there. Even, because it's a problem. It's a problem. But I have always had this idea that there's a safety net in those people. I've always thought They'll always be there. They said they'd be there. They'll be there. I believe people too. I don't know if it was like from God, but I was sitting there and it hit me like out of nowhere. And I started crying and I thought, oh my God, there is no one looking out for us. And I don't mean God. I'm not talking about a higher power. I'm talking about here on earth. I'm not talking about Fred and I'm not talking about God. Okay. There is nobody looking out for me. And I don't mean that like, poor me. There's nobody fucking looking out for me. All those people represent that flag building. They leave. People leave. People are fickle as fuck. Don't believe it. Stop believing it. I'm sorry. That's a terrible message. And I realize that. But at the same time, it felt so freeing. I felt so free. I took such a deeper breath and I was like, oh my God. I keep pinning hopes on people. I keep lowering myself and putting those people above me because they said they'd be there. Do you know how much of a fucking letdown it is for someone to say, I'll always be here for you. I love you more than anything. I would fucking jump in front of a bus for you, whatever. To find out that they're just flakes. They're nothings. They meant nothing. Because if they meant something, they'd be around, right? And then for them to not only, hey, Robert Hall, to not be there, but to kind of screw you over. I was like, oh my God, this is not the best revelation. But at the same time, I was like, there's nobody. There is nobody. You are looking down the line thinking, well, this person will be there. I've got this person. There's a safety net here. This person told me this. So there is nobody. There's nobody. There is nobody who's going to be there. Yes, Sarah Browett. That's a problem when you mean what you say, Reese. You think everybody else does that too. Yes, that's another point too. Absolutely, Zenu. Thank you for your super chat. I believe people because I don't lie to people. I don't say shit that I don't mean. And when, yes, Mandy Albert, I knew somebody would grasp this with me. This is very validating. It's a weird thing to recognize and realize it, but I was literally sitting there and I was like, I'm so hurt. I can't believe this person said this to me. Like I was just reeling from it. And then I was like, hey, Janelle Art, all I could think of was Mel Gibson's mind came in from that movie. And it was like, there is nobody looking out for us. We are all on our own. Even if you're married, even if like all those things, people can turn. People flip. I have learned so much this week. So many people flipped on me personality-wise. There's so many things. Now, am I sitting here going, I didn't do anything wrong? I can't believe it. Like these people out of nowhere, just absolutely not. Apologies have been made on all sides. I have fucked myself up so much with some of these people. Like one of them today I texted and I was like, I see where I went wrong. I'm so sorry that I hurt your feelings. It makes sense. I went back and looked at it and I was like, I went back and listened to it and I was like, oh shit. Yes, I am so sorry. Now, it'll never be the same. It'll never be the same. But some things can't be fixed too. Some of this stuff can't be fixed. But no, I'm not sitting here going, things are just coming in at me and I don't know why. I'm not doing anything wrong. Absolutely not. I take responsibility for the big one. I took responsibility and it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. This person was like, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. You know what you did. You did it on purpose and you're a piece of shit. And I was like, you can't convince somebody when they're doing that. You know, I didn't. I know in my heart that it was pure, but this person chose not to see that. And there's nothing you can do about that. Betrayal is awful. The grief hits differently, but please know it gets a lot better. Thank you, Lumen. Yes. And it will. I'm not this time. I'm not as worried about it. I've already taken the steps to cut this person completely out of my life. Like I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to worry about it. I will believe that my future is going to be brighter. Like it's going to be okay. I will always love the people this week that I fell out with. I will never feel anything but love for them. But at the same time, I pinned too much importance and way too much hope on these people. And I learned, I'm like, I feel like I grew up a little bit in the last 48 hours. Like, you're not going to do that to me again. None of these people will ever do that to me again. I feel a little smarter and I feel a little bit more guarded. And I feel a little bit more like, thank you for teaching me the things that you taught me. But you also taught me a lot of red flags. And I'm grateful for that, because going forward, I will not be so quick to accept, if that makes sense. Yeah. Better Together plot twist. You are watching out for you. When done right, it's very freeing and consistent. And then you can enjoy your connection in the moment. Absolutely. Yes. Thank you for your super chat, babe. That's so true. It's so weird though. Thank you, Evil Blue Eye. It was so eye-opening. Does anybody else get this? Am I crazy? Like, I put so much importance on my relationships with people. I think I do it a little too much. I will cut myself down and put the other person ahead of me, even with red flags. Even if they cross boundaries, I'm like, I'll let them because I love them and I don't want to hurt their feelings. And I know they didn't mean it. No, I am not going to put other people first anymore, because I've found out people lie. People lie to get their way with you. We've all done it. Men lie to get laid. Like, there are things people do to get what they want. So they'll say things like, I'm always going to be here. I'm always going to be there for you. Now, some of them really mean it, but so far I haven't met that. I sent you a couple of packages in an email explaining what I sent. Everything should be there tomorrow. Love you. Going to bed really early. Okay, Amy Edge, thank you so much, babe. Thank you. I love that. Thank you for your super chat. And none of these people are bad people, by the way. They're not bad people. It's just a square peg into a round hole. Like, it's just trying to make shit work that doesn't work. Yeah, Brian Lucas, I get it. Plans can change. Yes. Sassy, this makes me want to show you what real friends can be: honesty, loyalty, love, and silliness. And it's still fresh and new for me to develop and make relationships outside of Scientology. And that's why the street interviews really helped me this week, because people gave great advice. Blessed to Crochet, I don't know yet. I haven't opened yet, but I think so. Yes. Thank you, babe. You are enough and can do this yourself. Anyone who stays is a gift to you. If they go, they weren't your friend in the first place. Absolutely. Liz Strix, you make such a good point. I thought of that too. So when people leave my life, I used to be like, no, please, no. And I'd fight and I'd want them back. Hey, Rhonda Frank, I have absolutely washed my hands of it this time. I think, you don't want to be here. I can't make you be here. You don't want to be a part of this. I can't make you be a part of this. When you said you wanted to be a part of this, were they lying? I choose to believe no. I like to believe that the things, hey, Martha Slemmer, the things that they said to me were true at the time. But nobody's penalizing anybody, Amanda dear. Nobody's getting penalized. It's a good thing. This is eye-opening for me. Thank you, Mary. Thanks, Jazzy Girl Sarah. Yeah, okay, Panko. Panko's a little more upfront about it. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Yeah, I still will choose to love these people. I will choose to, like I told Brenda, my Scientology mother-in-law, I choose your disconnection, or I accept your disconnection with love. It's the same thing here. I accept their disconnection with love. I wish them well. And it was sort of ritualizing it. Hey, Muffet Lou, like the flag building, those people for me that show, hey, Cry Me a River, that show their true colors to me this week, they're the flag building behind me. They represent the flag building. The flag building looked out for me. The flag building and everyone in it told me, you're in this safety net of Scientology and we're your friends and we're your family and you're going to go clear and you're going to be saved. And they left me overnight. Nobody said goodbye to me. Not one motherfucker said goodbye to me. Okay. And then I meet people outside in the world and they represent the flag building. They're the same thing. Different situation, same thing. And yes, absolutely, Robert. Yeah. Real boundaries are hard. Conditional love does not last, Goosebump. And I'm just going to, like I said, wash my hands of it. And they became the flag building for me. Those people aren't real. They're not my people. Frankly, with those patterns, they're probably not going to be anybody's people. Let's just be real there. I mean, if you repeat those patterns and you tell people things and then you pull the rug out and you bullshit people and you're not who you say you are and you pretend to be somebody else, you're going to do that with every other person in your life going forward. And people will see it. It's disingenuous, but that's not my problem. And that's another thing that I really learned. The problems they were giving me this week, the drama they were feeding me, they were making that my problem. Your problems are not my problem. And I tend to take on people's problems. And I'm choosing not to do that this time. I see through it this time. You're not going to allow anyone to disappoint you anymore. It's a gift to yourself. That is why you felt lighter. Yes, Christy Bell, thank you for your super chat. And that's so true. And I told these people that. Can't keep expecting you out of others. Not easy. Yeah, Cassie, thank you for being a member. And it's so true. And I told these people that. You will not do this to me again. I told every single one of them, you will not do this to me again. Because this is like the 6th fucking time you've done this. Now, the first time was mild. The second time was a tiny bit more, little bit more, but still mild. And then it builds. And then you start to put up with more, right? And then you put up a little more. And then you're like, I love them though. I'm going to let them do it. No, you're never going to do this to me again. I will not allow it again. One owes loyalty only to those who demonstrate it in kind. Yeah, loyalty is an action, not words. Sending you my love, friend, and those who need it. Kathy, and that's so true. And that was the biggest thing. I think the biggest pattern and red flag was your words do not add up with your follow through. You don't follow through with what you're saying. Never have. Never have. And I know, I think it's easier for me this time because one person in particular, hey, Katie Pie, one person in particular said the most horrendous things to me and then doubled the fuck down and went behind my back and said some horrible things. Well, fairly publicly, to be honest, but said and did some horrible things to really drab the knife in. And they did it with a smile on their face. And they did it knowing that I would know, knowing that someone would come back and tell me, knowing that it was going to hurt. And they did it anyway. And honestly, I think it's better when people do things like that, because for me, it makes me go, okay, like you really doubled the fuck down. Like Jeff doubled down and really tried to hurt me. He was not, covert. He was not covert. This person did the same thing. They were very overt about it. And I think that also helps. Brian, I'm so sorry. And also it just kind of shows me, like, again, it goes back to the street interviews that we did, guys. There was so much, I don't know. There was so much wisdom in all of those strangers' mouths. There was so much from so many people that I think honestly taking a little bit of the just a piece from each person helped me to get to where I am, I think, tonight. I think sitting there and having that realization, nobody is looking out for me. I had this weird, hey, Leo, I had this weird idea from childhood, I think. And maybe it's just me, maybe other women do this, that some man is going to come along. There's going to be a man who's going to come along and for lack of a better word, save me, pull me out of it, right? Like help me. He's going to come to the castle and get me. That's weird, but I always have that idea in my mind. I always had this idea that like almost every guy I've ever been with, I'm like, well, he's never going to leave me, or he's never going to, it's a weird concept. It's not like I'm sitting here thinking it. It's just totally subconscious. And I was sitting there and I realized it. And I was like, all I heard was Mel Gibson going, we are all out here for ourselves. There is nobody looking out for us. There's no one looking out. And it was sad. It was twisted. It was bittersweet. Hey, Peace Lady. Yeah, Lori and Georgia, I gave up that concept in my 30s. I know that's stupid to say. Like, I've been waiting for some man, but it's kind of true. Or somebody. I've been waiting for somebody to come along and actually follow through with what they say they're going to do. And I think that's why it was so easy for me to walk away from Jeff. There was not a lot of pain there because so much with the gestures, right? But he had proven to me over and over, like, I'm on your side. I'm rooting for you. He would say that to me. He'd go, I really am on your side, you know. I really am rooting for you. And I would just say, hey, Scottsdale, Nancy, damn girl, I haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you, babe. And it would piss me off because I would say to him, don't steal what Fred said. That's what Fred told me. And Fred proved himself to do that. Okay. And he continues to. Don't steal his lines. And you're not rooting for me. You never had my side. You were never on my side. And I think most people I've met since, like, that's why it was so easy for me to leave Jeff. I was like, this dude never, ever had his best interest, had my best interest. Never. Now, it's like the Steve Irwin quote. Crocodiles are easy. They just kill you and eat you. People are harder. They try to be your friend first. That is so true. People are harder. They try to be your fucking friend first. And I'm learning that deep lesson. It's a deep lesson because I don't let a lot of people in. I don't let a whole lot of people in, deep in. And the ones that I let in are the ones so far that have let me down the most. And I'm like, I just wish that you would have been upfront. I wish you would have been upfront. You know, last amazing friendship I had was with someone I thought was a kindred spirit. Love bombed me for years. I get what that means. Yes. Watched her do it to others and walked away. Thought I was special. I wasn't. It took 3 years to heal. That is horrible. It broke me and changed me. Lino, thank you for your super chat and thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you for sharing that with us. I ask myself this question all the time. What if the crocodile's friendly? I trust crocodiles more, honestly. Matt's mom, Fred did, was on my side. The cellist can go to hellist. Holy shit, Muffet Lou. I bet he's watching too. Cellist, the cellist. Sometimes I miss the cellist. Sometimes I have dreams about him. Like I said yesterday, I wandered around the Nashville airport for at least 15 minutes looking for Jeff. I'm not kidding. Sweeney Todd. Habit. Deanna Downey, I have had people treat me this way too. We all have, girl, and I'm sorry you have, but it's a lesson I continue to go back for more. I continue to go love me, please accept me. I'll do anything to be what you want me to be. I'll do anything for you to just follow through with what you said. I was literally begging this person this week. I was like, don't do this. Don't do this. Like, you're making a mistake. Mr. Pants, you know, let's chill out. I kept saying, let's zoom out. And it was like, fuck you. And I was like, okay, fuck me then. Why am I not seeing the light? Fuck me over and over and over. Fuck me for sticking around and trying to fix broken fucking pieces. Fuck me. A big fuck me, because it is my fault, to be honest. Let's just read Shelley Kelly and then I got to say this. It's liberating to know the only person you can truly count on is yourself. It will stop you from looking for that someone else. Yes, it will put you on equal footing with people going forward. That is such a fact. I will never look at men the same way again. Again, Shelley Kelly, I will never look at a guy and think, let me pin hopes to this. Let me pin some fucking hopes to you. No, nobody is ever going to look out for me. Nobody. There's nobody. I don't remember what I was going to say. And I said I was going to say it. Now I don't know. But it's a good thing. It ended up being a very good thing. I learned from this, and I will, it's a good lesson. I don't know if this stems from my father, because I felt so abandoned by him. So I think in a lot of ways, I have been trying to glue those pieces back together, looking for the right person. And I think let people, when they show you who they are, stop trying. Take the other thing I thought of, I was taking my walk today. For months now, I've been putting shine on this situation with different people. This is not one person, guys, different people. Take the shine off. Remove the shine, okay? These people were not that fucking shiny to begin with, okay? I was lied to by these people. I was told horrible things. I was told, fuck you, you're a piece of shit, like all these things. So it's like, why? Oh, I know what I was going to say. I am a double Scorpio, so people who show they can't be trusted don't get a second chance. You're smart, Robert, and thank you for your super chat. That's very genius of you, and I'm learning that. Kristen, you are growing every day. Sorry, self-improvement hurts. You are amazing. It does hurt, but thank you for your super chat, girl. And here's the other thing. Guys, listen up. Turn up your volumes. What are we doing? We've talked about this. What am I doing? I am going back to the snake. This is the snake. We got to outshine the fox here. This is the snake. What am I doing chasing the snake? And I'm not saying, again, these people aren't bad people. They did bad things. All of us do bad things. There's a little bit of hell in everyone, okay? These are not bad people. I want to make that clear. But they are for me. They're bad for me. We're not good together, okay? Me and these people I'm talking about. And I keep going back, hoping and imagining, envisioning things that they never were to begin with. What did Michelle send me today? This, guys, this. Ego will have you crying over a closed door that had nothing behind it. Thank you, Robert. Rhonda Frank, I need to get that tattoo. Ego will have you crying over a closed door. It was a closed door to begin with. There was never anything behind that door. It was empty to begin with. People lied to me. Hey, that's what she said. People lied to me to begin with, and I continued to chase that snake. Wait, come back, snake. Come back. You keep biting me. Why do you keep doing that? Instead of me helping myself to get the venom out, I'm chasing this fucking venomous ass wasp nest around going, please don't sting me. It's ridiculous. So I finally got it. And I was like, in a way, I deserve this because I was allowing it to begin with. I was chasing, hey, Tony Hoban, I was chasing this fucking person, trying to morph it and make it into something that it's not, making it all shiny. Take the shine off. There wasn't anything to offer. There was never anything to offer there anyway. There still isn't. And this person, people will continue to bleed on the next person and the next person and the next person because they're not doing any self healing. They're not doing any, they're just pointing fingers. Because it's easier to blame, guys. It's easier to blame than turn the camera in on ourselves and go, what am I doing wrong to fuck this up? It's so much easier to blame, to play the blame game. And I started thinking about it because they did something specific to hurt me yesterday. Very specific. It was very, very low blow shot at me. And I was hurt by it. I was kind of taken aback by it. I was like, that's a new low. They're bleeding. It's their problem. They're trying to make it my problem. It's not. It's not. And I thought about it and I was like, but they're gonna do this and that. Let them do it to the next 500 people in their lives. Holy shit. Let them continue to burn people because they will. You think you're the first person that's come along that they lied to and fucking told me things that were absolute bullshit? No, they've been getting by doing this. It's a pattern. They're going to do it to the next 50 people in their life. That's what happens when you don't heal. That's what happens when we idolize people and we let them cross our boundaries and we let the snake bite us. We make them too shiny. Buff off that shine. They are not shiny people. Now that kid's gone, we'll take a drink. When someone hurts you on purpose, when you've trusted them with vulnerability, that's the worst. You cannot trust them again. Not in that way. Absolutely. Yeah. Been going through this too. Big boundaries. If I have to be alone the rest of my life, and I don't mean single, I mean alone and not keep people close to me. I'm talking about friendships here. I'm not talking about relationships. I'm not in a relationship. If I have to do that, that's what I'll do to keep myself safe because this is agony. It's agony to realize they're the flag building. They were shiny and beautiful and it was Scientology and they promised me things and they told me things. They didn't follow through. They stabbed me in the back. My family left me overnight. No one even said goodbye to me. That's the same situation I'm going through now. You guys are the fucking flag building. What else is new? And if I have to go through life, no, this doesn't have anything to do with SPTV. This has nothing to do with SPTV. Not to diminish what was done to you, but you're experiencing what us in the, go through in life. I think because you were in a cult for so long, your experiences were stunted. Oh my God, yes, Matt's mom, 100%. Thank you for your super chat. I absolutely think I'm stunted. I'm 40 years old. I should know better by now. I should recognize red flags. When somebody says, I love you so much. I've never loved anybody this much before. Of course, I'll do this for you. Of course, I'm going to be there. And they make a point to do the opposite and lodge the knife into my back. And then I just go, let me take that out. It's okay. I covered up I bandaged it. We're good. We're good. I believe you. You're good. I did that many times. I think I'm very stunted. Hey, Jennifer Folsom. Hey, well, there's 900 people in here. Can you guys hit subscribe? I think I'm extremely stunted. I think most women and men at my age would go, fuck this. I'm not putting up with this. This is not healthy for me. This is not healthy for you. You're not who you say you are. You're lying to everybody. You're lying to all of your people. You're lying to the fucking world, as far as I'm concerned, and telling people that you're something that you're not, and people are believing you, and yet you're doing something to me behind the scenes that's so horrible. You're saying and doing horrible things to me. This is, again, this is not just one person. Nancy, perhaps your young soul told you a replacement for your father would be coming to help you survive the impact of abandonment. That's interesting. With each new person being the one, maybe you attached rather than require a relationship with you be earned. Okay, so perhaps your young soul told you a replacement for your father would be coming. Yes, I absolutely think this is true, guys. To help you survive the impact of abandonment. I have definitely been looking for somebody my whole life. Since my dad left, I'm like, he's coming. There's somebody that's going to come along. It's wild that I'm just now realizing this. With each new person being the one, maybe you attached rather than require a relationship with you being earned. Be earned. Yes. Thank you, by the way, for your giant super chat, Nancy. I love you, girl. But it's so true. I don't make anybody earn it. People show me their true colors, and I'm like, I don't know. I like that color. It's okay. I let people cross boundaries all the fucking time with me because I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to say anything, and I make excuses, and I'm like, Greg. Oh, I like that. Okay, Greg, thank you for being a new subscriber. I like getting guys. We don't have that many guys. It's kind of exciting. Thank you, Greg, for being here. I tend to set the boundary. And the thing this person did, one of them in particular did something to me this week, that the thing that I think hurt the most is they said they were cool with something, like full on cool with it. Got to work through it, but cool with it, like always be around. And then they started moving the goalpost. And I was like, what, hold on. And as they moved the goalpost, they were like, no, fuck you. You didn't meet my standards, so fuck you. And I thought, oh, and I still would have taken it. I still would have been like, if this person didn't say, or let's say they said, fuck you. And they were like, okay, I'm done being mad and blowing up on you and being insane. Come here. Let me love bomb you. I would have done it. I would have been like, oh, okay. I am pulling myself out of it. Why? Because there's nobody else to do it. I keep thinking there's going to be somebody, or I keep thinking there is somebody. I'm like, well, she'll always be around for me, or he will always be there. I know, Kenny Adcox. And now that I just see this whole new way of looking at things, there is nobody looking out for us. I don't care if you're married. I don't care. I'm not talking about relationships. There's nobody looking out for us. There's not. I had these weird hopes pinned to different people in my life, thinking, Seamus is here, Just Joan. He's just in the other room, thinking they'll always be around. My favorite teacher used to say, the good news is nobody is going to come and save you. The bad news is nobody is going to come and save you. You got this. Adriana, I love that. She's absolutely right. And thank you for your super chat. It's absolute truth. It stings a little bit. When I realized it, I was like, oh, damn, that hurts. That's a lot. But then as I started to really think about it, I was like, the future's mine. I was like, the sky's the limit. There's nobody there. There's not going to be anybody there telling me what to do. There is nobody to catch me but me. It kind of, in a weird way, felt really good. After I realized it, I was like, this isn't the worst thing. It's not the worst thing, because the people who said they were going to be there weren't great quality people to begin with. I can catch myself. Reese, that may be true, but you can't mean your growth to others because you spent 38 years of your life in a bubble. Give yourself time and grace. Don Gloves, thank you. And you're right. I'm trying. Guys, this is what this channel is for. We learn shit on the fly. It's in real time. It's in real time. So Don Gloves, I'm really trying. Thank you. Hey, Superstorm Day. I'm a loyal friend and have an open heart and love. You are people with everything I have, but you screw me over. I may forgive you, but you will never be allowed to get close to me again. Finally realize I need to take care of me. Liz Tricks, you are one of my very, very close people in my life. And I love that you just said that, because it's badass. I like because you are so caring. You are so overwhelmingly giving. I love to hear you say, but I have a boundary. What was that thing, Kathy Ann, that you posted today? Liz Tricks, thank you for your super chat. It said something like, I'm laid back, but I'll sit up real fast too. Like, I'm laid back, but I'll sit up forward real fucking fast too. That makes me think of that. Like, I am cool, but if you screw me over, we're not cool anymore. And I need to learn that. Robert, thank you for gifting a membership. Joanne, I would take one great friend that is true and has integrity rather than many acquaintances and that try to come off as true friends. Because at the end of the day, all they are is acquaintances. Absolutely, that's true, Joanne. Thank you for your super chat. It's so true. That's why the wisdom from these people on the streets. Tiggy, thank you for your super sticker, babe. NM Klazen, thank you for becoming a member. Guys, it's so nice of you. Love you, Jennifer Folsom. That's why these people that I met on the streets this whole week meant, I think I needed this. This was godlike for me. I think it was, I'm trying to seek, hey, Alana, I'm trying to seek a relationship with God. And I feel like I'm opening up to the possibilities of that. I'm not pushing myself and I'm not letting anybody push me. Okay. But I love that this week was so profound. These people that I met on the streets, you guys saw it. I loved the guy who was like, you got to have 2 or 3 people in your life, 2 to 3 people that you can really trust, that you can ask questions and not, and be vulnerable, not be embarrassed. He was beautiful. His advice was beautiful. The very first couple, the Jehovah's Witness couple, it was a very spiritual experience, Helena. Pepper Jelly, thank you. You've quickly become my comfort watch. Thank you for saying that. Those people, been lurking for a while, so I'm going to make contributions to my favorite SPTV peeps. That is really a nice thing to say because SPTV seems to be in the shitter. It seems to be on fire. And I'm happy to hear you say that. There's so much drama going on there too. And I only know this much of it because I don't watch it. I hear what people send me and I'm like, holy shit, no way. Like I had no idea. It's too much. It's not anything I'm interested in. And it's just like, I thought about that today. I'm like, people throwing shots at each other. I don't have time for that because I'm too busy working on myself being on fire. Like I'm too busy trying to put out my own flames to be like, I hate that person and that person said this. Are you fucking kidding me? I have way too much to work on. That's the purpose of this channel, not to trash other people. Like I have way too much to catch up on in this life and work on me, right? So it's so weird to me that people have time to hate. Raymond's fragile. I get that. You can't break me. You can try, but I stretch pretty far. And when I bounce back, you should probably move. Riley's human. I love that. You can't break me. You can try, but I stretch pretty far. And when I bounce back, you should probably move. Yeah. Yeah. I love that, actually. I hate when people don't like me. Well, I'm learning that too, right? Like these people that I lost this week obviously hate me. And it's sad. It makes me very sad. But it's their problem, right? Like I know this for a fact because, for instance, I really tried. I begged. I was like, please stay in my life. I don't want to lose you. I love you. I was begging the snake all week long. I was like, please, 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 fuck this. No, there's too much venom in me. I've been bit too many times. And what am I doing? What is this snake offering me? There's nobody looking out for you. I'm sorry to say it. There's nobody looking out. The snake told me they were looking out. They're not looking out. They look out for themselves. And as soon as shit hits the fan, they're gone. Jennifer Folsom, babe, thank you so much for your super sticker. Molly Lang, you are Natalie's friend. Thank you, Molly Lang. That is so nice. Guys, thank you. That's amazing. Thank you. Keep on being amazingly you. Molly Lang, thank you, babe. Hey, Liberty Ward. That is such a kind thing, Molly. Thank you. And I thought of this too. You're doing something right if people dislike you. It means you're authentic and they don't deserve access to you. And you know what? Jen P., success is going to come with that. I feel like that's a historical thing. You're going to get more hate. The more you love people, the more you are authentically yourself, you're going to have people who give you shitty looks. You're going to make people uncomfortable. We're going to march forward anyway. That's all. I don't know either why people in the SPTV community continue to trash one another. It only helps Scientology. I think there's a lot of hurt people. Yeah, Sophia, for sure. Thank you, Sassy. It's Nana of two. Oh, don't feel no one ever is expected to donate. Don't worry about it, Nana of two. I don't want anybody ever to feel like they have to give anything. I just like your time and your friendship. So thank you. Have a good night, Nana of two. Damn, I lost my train of thought again. Major red flag when you can't disagree with someone. That is also, Susie Q, very important for us to learn. We could do a whole stream on that. I want to say, major red flag, I'm going to add to this. When you can't disagree with someone and when you question somebody, it's a major red flag to not be able to question someone or disagree with them. Major red flag. Jen Marie, it's okay. I'm glad I at least found them out. I saw the light, girl. Everyone is deeply hurt, and far too few have had anywhere close to enough therapy. That's where I was saying. Catherine J, love you, girl. I give a lot of grace to the Scientology community. I have been told there's been a ton of hate toward me in the SPTV. I don't know. I don't watch it. I don't know. Thank you, Jersey Jan. Yeah, it's okay. Kathy Ann, I saw that too. Don't worry about it. I think it's harmless. Totally, Susie Q. Love you, Big Z. I think there's been I don't know how much hate there's been toward me. It doesn't matter at this point. I don't care anymore. I get so much of it that it's truly like wallpaper. I just walk right past it. But thank you, Barbara Waite. I don't know what to say about that. I don't even really want to address it because I don't know what I'm stepping into. I don't know. There's been a lot of hate towards you and us. I believe that. My crowd has always been hated as well, Panko. I don't know why. I know that your name has specifically come up, and I'm so sorry. I hate that the haters attack you guys. How can they hate you? You never talk about any of them and stay out of the drama. Well, because they don't have hand ready. Thank you for becoming a member. They don't have any self-control. That's the way I see it. These people are unglued, unhinged, and unhealed. Okay. When you've got so much trauma, it turns into drama. Okay. If you don't heal it, you're going to have the people I lost this week there was no self-control, like the fuck you, fuck your life, all of that. I was like, how could you say in one day, like, you're my best friend, you love me so much, and then fuck you, fuck this, fuck everything? It's so insane to me to do that. But there's no self-control and you've not worked on yourself, and it's clear. It's very clear. That's why I'm saying I don't have time to hate on other channels or people, really, because I'm so busy having to catch up to get myself where I want to be, right? Katie did it. I like that you're still using the PH. Castrol, haters are idiots. Reese, I urge you to pick up Codependent No More by Melody Beatty, probably. It's helping my daughter and me. You got this, girl. Codependent No More. Interesting. Abuela, SP supporter. Thank you for your super chat. I'm very curious about that. That sounds like it's a title of a book I would like to read. Sometimes it might just be personality, Tiggy. Absolutely, it could be. Something is in the air, Reese, because I've been experiencing similar things in relationships. Yeah. I think we just have to get better at hand ready. Thank you. Your first ever YouTube spend. Thank you. Thank you. That's very kind. And I appreciate that so much. It means a lot to me. I love Alana. What's she saying here? Your relationship with you comes first, always. And some people will never understand that. Keep becoming the best you, and good people will be drawn to your light. That is such a good point, Alana, that you make. I thought about that too. With me washing my hands of this, walking away from it, and just going, I get it. You hate me. I think I will attract people who are more my people because I am gaining more self respect by going, okay, here's the line. You're not going to cross this anymore. You're not going to do this anymore. Jam, jam. I think that I will attract better quality people because they will see those lines. Think about it. Somebody who's got more boundaries, who's more healthy, who's worked on themselves, they're not going to be attracted to someone like me right now who's flailing and allowing shit back into my life and people to push me, pull me, love bomb me, hate me. They don't want to be around that kind of shit. They don't want to be around people like that. They want to be around people who are healthy and have worked on themselves. I'm on that path. And I think that will cause me to attract that kind of a person into my life. I really do believe that. Absolutely. Panko, you've made a lot of loyal followers, and you're one of them, Panko. I love you. And I'm always grateful for that. I never take that for granted. You guys know this. I love Maddie. Yeah, I always thank you guys. This channel means everything to me because hey, Allie, I truly don't think I would be so healed and helping myself and going through the motions. I think I would be an absolute mess if I didn't have this channel. I just do. I think I would be what's wrong, Shelly? Would we have a troll? Yeah, Super Storm Day. I disagree. Lots of us have learned healthy boundaries, and we love you, Reese. Yes, Super Storm Day. I think you don't have to disagree with me. I'm not saying how it is. Hey, Nicole Kiwi, I'm saying for me, I had to go through this to learn it. I had to go through this pain to learn it. And I'm glad that I did. It doesn't stop here. It's just it's a process. What? I wrote that down today. I make notes in my phone now when I think of some concept. I said, this is a process that you don't know until you know. Does that make sense? Do these haters claim you hurt them in some way? Probably. Yeah. Like I said, I apologize to them. I did hurt them. I'm not sitting here saying people are crazy. People just threw me under the bus. People stabbed me in the back. No, I had a part in it. I had a huge part in it. I hurt their feelings too. Okay. I hurt people's feelings. I feel terrible about that. I tried to mend the fences. I don't want those people out of my life. Teresa, everybody's saying they don't get notifications. I think you have to hit the notifications bell, maybe, but I don't know. I got to be honest. I unsubscribed from like 10 channels today and I've never felt better. What did I just say? Help me. What was I saying? Lori in Georgia. Interesting. Molly Lang's like, makes perfect sense. I'm like, what makes perfect sense? I don't know what I just said. Oh, I tried. I wanted these people to stay in my life. I will miss the shit out of these people. I will miss them. But it had to have just been a season, I guess. Maybe it was a season. But yes, no, thank you, Panko. This is a process that hey, Lori Marie, you don't know until you know. Yes, I hurt people's feelings, Goosebump. No question. Thank you, Anna Banana. And I tried to mend it. I tried to say there is hurt on both sides. There's hurt on both sides, no question. And I really take responsibility for that. I really tried to get this person in particular to see. I tried to see through their eyes and I tried to get them to see through mine. And this person was like, fuck you. And I was like, you know what? This is the last fuck you I think you're going to say to me. I can't do this anymore. I cannot be treated this way. Like, it's ugly. There's got to be a better way to talk to people. There's got to be a better way than to be like, you know what? No, because I'm not going to work on anything and I don't want to hear you and you can go fuck your life. Like, that seems unhealthy and it feels like Jeff. Like, I don't want that in my life anyway. Yeah, Rhonda Frank, exactly. Hey, Susie, when I see or hear drama, I tend to step back and see what the fallout is. I don't just throw friendships away. I have to guard my stress levels. Oh my God, yes. Absolutely. Thank you, Robin W. Thank you, Ren. Susie, thank you for your super chat. And it's true. Zoom out. You have to zoom out a little bit. And I really tried. Like, this didn't end, these blowups this week. I did not want them to end. I still don't. Like, I wish that there was a way to mend that fence. I'm choosing at this point to walk away. I'm choosing to pick me first. And I don't think there's room in my life for toxicity like that. And then I sit there and when I have time to obsess about it, I'm like, but they're just going to do this with the next, but they're going to find somebody else, or they're going to do, and I worry about like what their life is going to be like. And I'm like, it's going to be shit. It's going to be absolute shit. To be honest, they will continue to bleed on people. They will continue to do that. Alicia, where'd you go? I have people's backs, even if they don't have mine. I'd rather be alone, left by everyone, than turn my back on someone. I always stay in hopes for a conversation I love, even when it's not returned. I love that about you. And that's a huge, thank you, Shelly. That's a huge life lesson right there. That's huge what Alicia just said. That's a beautiful thing to do as well. And I feel like I'm following in that path. I chose for this person disconnected from me, by the way. It was not the other way around. And I chose to disconnect, accept it with love. There's no other way to do it. And then it hit me really fast. And I was like, no one is looking out for me. This is the last time I think I'm going to believe a man or woman. Poor behavior does require accountability, that they're going to be there for me. As a matter of fact, I don't want to hear anyone really say that for me again, like to me again. Like, I almost find it a red flag that, like, I love you so much. I'll always be around. Like, I can't live without you. Like, all that shit. Like, people that friends and spouses and boyfriends and girlfriends say, it's like, I have a hard time with that, because then I attach myself to you when you say that. I think safety. Oh my God, I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. They're going to save me. Yes, Mango. I think I'm saved. I'm saved. And if I fall, they're going to catch me. There's no one there. There's nobody there to save you. And they're going to put themselves first. And they showed me that this week. These people showed me that this week for sure. And as much as I tried to salvage it, and they were like, nope, I thought, stop chasing this. Try walking away this time. Let people show you who they are. These people have shown you time and time again who they are. Let them do that. Because honestly, one in particular was incredibly abusive with their words, like super manipulative and super, well, threatening, to be honest. There was some threats. It was very abusive. And I thought, this will never change. And you are not who you say you are. You're not who you say you are. I don't care how you spin it. I don't care if you're having a bad day. I don't care if you lost people. I don't care. You have done this too many times. You're not who you say you are. The pieces don't fucking fit, and the math doesn't add up. And that's not good for me. That's not good for me. The more verbal love bombing, the more verbal love bombing that is thrown my way, the more I know I'm not a right match for that person. The real peeps in my life are slow and consistent with their support of me. And yes, they do. And I think, Teresa, that's so smart. And another thing I thought of, the next person that comes into my life, I think it's a red flag. I don't want to be your everything. I don't want to be your one and only. I don't want to be like up on a pedestal and like, I can't breathe without you. I want you to have your own fucking life. I want you to have your own priorities. I want you to be, like have, your own life. I love being the center of attention with someone that, I'm really close to, whether that be a friend, a boyfriend, a husband, whatever. But I don't want to be your everything. Like, I need to be important to you, but I need you to also have priorities. And I think it's a red flag. I think it's a red flag when somebody in the beginning says, this, and then toward the end, it ended up being total lies. Yeah, that's right, Panko. That's right. Thank you, Kat. I love Kat, ACDC fan. Thank you, babe. Can you guys please subscribe while you're in here? I know I already asked, but there's 900 people in here. Can you subscribe? Yes. Have your own life. And I think also, I don't know what it was. Talking to those people this week gave me so much confidence that my life will improve. Things are going to get better. Like, there's a whole world out there, and I'm excited. I'm excited to go out and meet people. I'm excited to go out and date people. I'm excited to go out and find out things about people. And I'm sure I'll get hurt again. I'm even excited about that. I just look forward to connections, relationships. When I met Terry in person, she bought us ice cream. When I saw Kim is Blue, that's the real, like, the hugging, the friendships I make. It's, hey, Pamela Graves, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. I hope my channel grows, and I want to keep doing this. I think it's going to be really something to it. And maybe, what if something else happens? What if we go out and do these street interviews and I find my best friend that way? How organic and cool would that be? What if I find just a really good friend? Thank you, Susie Q. What if I start dating some cool guy because I met him doing those street interviews? I'm going to be honest, that he didn't like me. But there was something about, yeah, I met Kim is Blue, Goosebump, on the stream the other night in Clearwater. She showed up. It was the first night I was there. That guy, Johnny St. Pete, I kind of liked him. And I don't even know that I liked him for like a boyfriend type. I liked him as a friend. Like, I would like to have that guy in my life as a friend. He seemed very with it. He seemed like a lot of life knowledge. He was super on the ball. He was quick. He was chatty. He was funny. Like, I don't know. There was something about that guy. I was like, I could use you. I could use a friend like you. Like, he just seemed like a man about town. He was just a cool dude. I liked him. I don't know that I was romantically attracted to him. There was oh, that's what I was going to say. And then we'll sign off. Thank you, Janelle. I will. He did have good questions. He was just very with it. He was on the ball. I liked him. I like men like that. He was just very, guys, I had another eye-opening thing happen to me. This is weird. This is weird. Something I realized today. I told Huxley and he was like, what? I'm not sure yet, Barbara Waite, but I will know. Yeah, his shirt, just the tip. Who knew that that guy was going to be someone I really ended up liking? Thank you, MD. You ready for this? It's kind of a bomb. You're not going to believe this. He was very New York. Thank you, Love Maddie. Oh, I'm open to another relationship for sure. Speaking of relationships. I don't know if I'm attracted to older men anymore. I don't know where it came from. I realized this. It was another, like, just dropped into my head. I think it's possible that I was just attracted to Fred. Is that wild? Hey, Susan Miller. I might just be attracted to Fred. I don't know that I'm into the older man thing. I don't know. I don't. Here's what brought it on. Who watched the fight last night? Huxley and I watched it. I have a raging crush on Rob, or Rod, whatever his first name is, Gronkowski. I don't know why. I have the hots for that guy. And I was like, I want someone like that. And that's weird because he's not really my type. He's pretty cute. He's like the hot guy. I don't know that I'm into older guys. Now, I'm not going to date a 40-year-old, but I might be attracted to younger guys again. I also think I do. I just want unconditional love. I know. I had a lot of time to people watch. I was at the airport and I was like looking at all these older guys and I was like, they just look controlling to me. All I see in these older men in suits. Yeah, Rain, I got the hots for that guy. They look like older guys in suits and they all look like they're set in their ways and they were on their phones and they looked grouchy as shit. And I was like, that was Jeff. Like, I don't know that I want that. I kind of want like that Johnny St. Pete guy. He was probably older than me. He looked like he was 45, maybe. Like, he was silly and funny and full of life. And I just thought, maybe I don't want an older guy. I felt really sad for Mike Tyson last night. Baby Angel, Reese, this combo touches my heart. Sharon, so many of my so-called friends have left me questioning my judgment. Selfishly, your processing helps me so much. Thank you. I'm so glad. I love it when my streams help somebody, because then I get off the stream and I'm like, what if that helped no one? What if that was a stupid waste of time? Sharon, I love you, and I hope you'll be in the Zoom call. Fred was 1 in a million. What if, yeah, Mike got paid. I felt sorry for him for many reasons. When he was just chewing on his glove. I loved the girl fight, though. That was the best fight of all of them. Yes, Fred was the first person that loved me without wanting anything. I think Fred was, I don't know that Fred means I'm attracted to older men anymore. I think I'm going to open my mind up to maybe not being attracted to just older guys. I think I'm going to open it up to, maybe some guy that's like 45, 50, maybe if it feels right. Yeah, the girl fight was really good. I loved that Irish girl. I know no one liked her because she kept headbutting, but I thought she was a badass. Last night taught me some things too. Yeah, she had her eyebrow ripped off. That was kind of unfortunate. I like that girl had a lot of personal integrity. Did you notice that? She was not a dick swinger. She just was there. She was fighting boys in Ireland. I just thought she was so cool. Mike Tyson, I felt really sorry for, but I really loved that he just came out walking out on his own. He wasn't like doing this. He wasn't being a dick swinger like that other stupid guy. He wasn't fancy. He just walked out because he was confident in himself. And I loved at the end, the guy was like, did you prove to people that you can still do this? And Mike was like, I didn't have to prove that to anybody. I was just proving it to myself. Like, I just really liked that. I really liked that. I was like, you know what? He just went out there. He did it. He lost. But you know what? That's okay. Christy, welcome. Probably not Christy Bell. I haven't talked to Sterling in a while. Jake Paul is the definition of a dick swinger. The only thing I'll say, I did like his little speech after when he won the fight. He gave it up to Mike Tyson. He was like, this guy is a legend, but I don't care. That guy's a dick swinger. And then I was people watching at the airport. And then I was people watching Jake's girlfriend, the blonde chick. And I was looking at her and she was like, with her lips. And like, I was like, I wouldn't even trade places with her. Like, stop tearing your body down. I don't even want to look like that. I don't want to look like one of those girls. I don't want to be one of those girls. Like, guys are attracted to girls like me. I don't know why I have this false idea that guys only like girls with huge fake tits and long legs and they're 110 pounds. That's not true. It's not true. Like, stop it. I was at the airport. A lot of guys were thinking I was cute. They were looking at me. I'm like, quit it. Like, have a little fucking confidence. Not everybody is looking for what Jake Paul is looking for. You need a partner now, not a daddy. You are stronger than you realize. Robin Miners, that's beautiful. Yes. Yes. I love that. And thank you for your super chat. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. I'm worried about the idea of an older man because I don't want him to think he's in control of me. I don't want him to think he knows more than me. He's better than me. He's got more life experience. Fred never did that to me. We were total equals. The rest of them are a little more dick swingery. They're a little bit more like little girl. Oh, I want to go to that. The fetish ball is an eye opener of people who are confident in all their shapes and sizes. I wish I could have gone, Rain. I really wanted to go, but it's Huxley's birthday tomorrow. Speaking of that, we'll stream tomorrow. We're going to open gifts on a stream. I think I'm going to do it after the Chiefs game, like around 6 tomorrow night, 6:30, because I don't want to interrupt people watching football. How do you feel about that? I hope you guys can make it. I really am excited for him. He's excited to open gifts. And Christy Bell, I don't think so. I don't think so. Sterling's just doing his job. So I don't think so. Reese, you have amazing emotional intelligence. I learned so much from listening to your story and your ways of working through life. You're amazing, sweetie. Molly Moon, thank you for saying that. Thank you. I'm glad this helps somebody else because I feel like it only helps me. Reese, if you ever come to visit Northern California, I'm taking you to a burlesque show. You can see women with smaller, look at that, body shape as you being adored for the goddesses they are. That's what I think. Martha, I'm so glad. That's what I think too. I think there's going to be somebody out there that's like, you're the whole package, babe. You're the whole package. Like, I just don't know why I get this weird false idea that like, this is what men want. Just because Jeff was a jester and he went to jester parties and all the girls were chiseled, they're paid to look like that. Like, that's not what the real world is full of. So I feel like I need to cut myself a break. I still am cute. Like, somebody's going to like me when the time is right. I need a younger Fred. Yeah. There's someone for everyone, Ray. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much for listening to me on this stream. Please hit subscribe. Yes, Jennifer Folsom. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your super chats tonight. Thank you for your memberships tonight. Thank you for your wisdom tonight, because you guys really brought it. And I really appreciate this so much. I missed these streams. I love the street stuff, but like this is home for me. I love sitting here talking to you guys. It means everything and it helps me so much. Holiday, I love you too. Alicia, thank you, Alicia. She said, you're not cute. You are beautiful. I don't feel beautiful, but I feel like I'm getting there. Like somebody's going to, I mean, let's face it. The cute guy on the street this week was flirting with me. Remember what he said? He thought I was in my mid-30s. Love you, Jen P. And he was like, when I said I lived in Nashville, he was like, Nashville, I love Nashville. I was like, well, you can love it all you want. You have a wedding ring on and you're not my type. But still, it was exciting that a really cute guy was flirting with me. It boosted my self-confidence. I'm not kidding. I love you too, Susie Q. Guys, here comes Fred. Thank you for listening to me. And I hope you can be with us tomorrow. Rain Virus, thank you. So are you, by the way. I hope you can be with Huxley and I tomorrow. Rose, thank you for his birthday. He's going to be 15 tomorrow. I went and bought him a cake today. He was into me, Rain Virus. He was. It was kind of self-confidence boosting. And I love you all. I will see you tomorrow with Huxley for his birthday. Thank you. Thank you for being with me tonight, guys. I'm serious. Thank you. Here comes Fred.